Hey YouTube, hey TikTok, it's me, Marquelworld, all things professional wrestling in my life. If you have not, sub to the YouTube, follow on TikTok. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yes, we are still talking about the MJF and the Britt Baker situation. If you have some news that's popping and is more entertaining than that, then let's talk about it. But until then, this is what's going on with the wrestling streets. Don't want to keep talking about Kevin, may he rest in peace. I already made a video about him. But let's talk about this. Britt Baker, MJF, he responds. Oh, yeah, he was very like, oh, hell no, you guys are going to talk all this mess about me. I better respond. And baby, we are here to read about that, as we like to talk about wrestling gossip here. So, I'm just reporting what is being said. So, MJF. Don't play with me all because I'm live now. I'm reading out loud. Cultaholic. Exclusive. MJF addresses AEW backstage confrontation with Britt Baker. Speaking exclusively with Cultaholic Wrestling Jack King, MJF has addressed reports of his backstage confrontation with Britt Baker at AEW Dynamite 250 on July 7th. Nothing that he doesn't have to like. Noting that he doesn't have to like all his coworkers, and that's fine. Ooh, was that a nice PR? I don't need to like all my coworkers. Let's see what he says. Tell me if this passes the smell test. Well, let me do it like him. Tell me if this passes the smell test. I barged into a woman's locker room. I screamed in the face of a 110-pound woman. Why you guys say how much she weighed? You usually don't talk about a woman's weight. We learned that in elementary school. Maybe you gotta go back to that because we don't talk about women's weight. But anyways, 110-pound woman. And then I physically threatened her by punching a wall in her vicinity, and I don't get suspended. Well, I don't know if they were saying that you threatened her. All we know is that you hit the wall. No one ever said that you threatened to beat her ass. No one ever said that you threatened to attack her. No one ever said that you threatened to cross-body her or clothesline her if she doesn't shut the fuck up. All we know is that you got mad and hit the wall and she got suspended because she was talking about you. No one ever said, well, the reports that I read, no one ever said that you threatened her in any kind of way. They just said you got upset and, you punched the wall. Does that pass the smell test to you? Almost everything was written didn't happen, Freeman began. Everybody has coworkers at work that... Okay. Everybody has coworkers at work they may not get along with. I have a feeling that this was blown out of proportion because all that English wrestling commentary places that make money off of people like me, who are far more rich and talented and handsome and humble, need clickbait, he continued. I can't sit here and I can't say wrestling is a very competitive sport. I can sit here and I can say wrestling is a very competitive sport. It breeds a level of insecurity like no other. However, I can easily put over any talent, regardless of whether or not I like them as a human being. Why did you have to say all that? No one ever said you didn't like her. We could have said that you guys had a backstage argument. It doesn't mean you don't like the girl. I mean, I can argue with my friend, but he's revealing a little bit of tea by saying that. And again, this is the only thing that's popping right now in wrestling news. Him to say, I can sit here and I can say wrestling is a very competitive sport. It brings level of insecurity like no other. However, I can easily put over any talent, regardless of whether or not I like them as a human being. Okay, so he's kind of telling how he feels about Britt Baker. I can sit here and I can tell you that Britt Baker versus Mercedes Moné at Wembley on August 25th is going to be an epic match, and we should all be excited to watch it. I don't like to have all my I don't have to like all my coworkers. Again, why do you keep saying you keep insinuating you don't like her? We never said that. We just said you guys got an argument. And that's fine. But yeah, dude, that shit's wild to read. Reports noted that MJF and Britt Baker were involved in a confrontation. Yes, that's all that they reported, that they got in a confrontation. They got in an argument. I don't remember someone saying that MJF and Britt Baker hate each other. I do recall someone saying on one of these blog sites that they fell off as friends and they're no longer friends. That's different than not liking someone. I cannot be someone's friend no more and move past it. Or I can dislike them after we're not friends, but no one ever said they disliked each other. But now he's making it clear that I don't need to like my coworkers to say that they're good in the ring. Well, you're the only one that's saying you don't like her. No one really reported that. Just like I don't recall someone saying that she got threatened. If that was the case, a lot of people would have mentioned Adam Cole. I mean, hell to the no. Him threatening to beat her ass or to kill her, I don't think he said any of that in the reports. The reports were just saying it was a confrontation. They were arguing. It was a confrontation. It wasn't no threat. So that's his update. It sounded very PR-ish. Sounded like he had to make a statement about it since it's been blown out of proportion. Yeah, he is right. It is blown out of proportion. At the end of the day, if I get in an argument with someone at my job, it's not going to be on all the websites. So it is blown to proportion because if it happens at his job, everyone's talking about it. Everyone is putting their twist and their spin. I'm just reporting. I'm just reporting what happened. I'm just reading on my little tablet, boo. I ain't saying what happened because I wasn't there. I don't have no twist. I don't have no thoughts really because I wasn't there. But hopefully this gets resolved. Maybe it is resolved. Hopefully they can like each other one day. I mean, clearly he doesn't like her. So hopefully they can like each other one day if they were really friends in the past. Again, I'm just saying what was reported. I don't even know if they had a friendship in real life. I don't follow them in real life and what they're doing and who's eating what and who's going out to Applebee's together. I don't know all that shit. But this is Marquel's World. All things professional wrestling in my life. Life updates. I'm here. How are you guys? Happy Monday. I will go live on Friday on YouTube for a Friday night live. I usually do Monday Night Raw, and this Bloodline shit is getting a little juicy, so I'm thinking about doing Friday. So I'll do Friday more than likely 10:45, 11-ish, but I will announce it on the page, on the community tab. But Friday I will be live. If something changes, I will write that, but I will be live for a SmackDown review. Pro Wrestling T, the Facebook group, Pro Wrestling T, TEA, like the T, we love gossip, T. I will be live this week at least once. I'm thinking about AEW or TNA being live. One of those shows, so it's not always about WWE products. I give other products a chance. But thank you so much for supporting me. How are you guys doing? My name is Mar. This is Marquel's World. All things professional wrestling in my life. If you have not, sub to the YouTube and the TikTok, Marquel's World. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.